What number are we?
Going? Okay. So that's the camera. People can hear.
No, I mean I need to have it finished. Need to hold it for
We go to see some Yeah, there are some similar latencies that yeah, last year there was a lot of stuff going through. And this still is, I'll send it to you.
Here for a moment. Just be aware that this camera is on, so don't say anything you don't want your mom to hear.
Oh, right. Definitely don't. It's just a fun.
Okay, good evening folks. Welcome along to our Glenfield in-room here for a set of fantastic properties. Our feature agent tonight, Michelle Brinson, stands to the right-hand side, and Sydney Wallace, over the course of the campaign, assisting on the right also. Wonderful jobs as always, and Michelle, high-end marketing, very good quality properties up for your consideration, and some wonderful owners. We'd like to thank them for entrusting Michelle with the properties over the last couple of weeks. They've been superb to market. And as we can see from the turnout here tonight, some great opportunities to raise your hand and need to be able to bid and compete for these outstanding properties. My name's Tim O'Byrne. I call the majority of auctions from Whangarei down to Hamilton for the Rainwhite Group. Good to be here and assisting you in your bidding this evening. And in a moment, your chance to be able to raise the paddle you may have in your hands throughout the course of your entrance this evening. I'm sure you've registered to the right-hand side and received the paddle. If you haven't, welcome to raise your hand. We can get one to you. To the rear of the room, if you have children here, there's a little creche area for you. And to the straight ahead, you'll have coffee and tea. To the right-hand side, some bathrooms if you needed a nervous one here this evening. But we are all positioned ready for you to bid by. We wish you all the very, very best of luck. If you're a neighbour here today, welcome along to our Ray White's Carpenter Realty auction in-rooms, and we do look forward to bringing this property to you, both of them indeed, and good chances to be able to do in just a moment. I'll run you through the terms for each of the options. They have been supplied with terms and conditions for your bidding today. They are unconditional, and in respect to the bidding here this evening, we'll be bidding subject to terms that have been provided throughout the course of the campaign. Both of the documents will have been provided with a physical address, the legal description attached there for you also, a list of chattels, and if there are any exclusions from the list of chattels, it will be noted down on the documentation. Tenancies, will you take over a tenant in place? I believe both of our properties here this evening are vacant possession, meaning you'll settle on the date that is stipulated on the contract there for you, unless indeed you have agreed otherwise. The interest rate is charged for late settlement. That simply means to settle on time, otherwise an interest rate does apply. Both of the properties here this evening, they do have reserve prices on them. That gives me an authority to sell at that level if indeed we can reach it. If we don't get to the level that is on the document, I can indeed pause and negotiate with our top bidder. I had a property last night, we paused, negotiated, and indeed sold it externally from the room, not coming back out here to announce it on the market. So do make sure that you are in front of the bidding at all times, folks. That gives you your strongest position to make sure that indeed you are the buyer. In the event we have met the reserve here tonight, I'll announce that we are on the market and to be selling. And from that point on, you need to make sure that indeed you are in front. The highest bidder past that reserve will indeed be our successful purchaser. Three things will happen once you buy. You sign the documentation, deposit 10% of the purchase price. You'll let your GST status be known as well. And your bidding is inclusive of GST here tonight, so nothing payable on top of that purchase price. There's one thing we do at Ray White, and that is vendor bid. We only vendor bid in the owner's best interest. We don't outbid the marketplace by any means. That's not what we're here to do. And I can't vendor bid past the reserve in place. If I did place a vendor bid here this evening, I'll let you know that it's a vendor bid, and indeed, so you would need to bid over and above that price to negotiate. I won't be outbidding you by any means. We're here today to pause negotiating and indeed to sell to you. But if I needed to step in and protect the owner's interests, I'll do so using that right. Folks, it has been on display over the course of your campaign, your documentation. If there is anything I need to let you know about as we progress in terms of further terms of sale, I will draw your attention to it, but we have some good cash clean and unconditional contracts for your bidding, and have good confidence in that respect here this evening. Well folks, your first on the order of sale here tonight, a property that is beautifully positioned, capturing wonderful views, and a home that is going to be thoroughly loved by the purchaser among you here this evening. 39 St. Vista Avenue in the wonderful Beach Haven. Coastal living at its best on Sea Rochelle, Brisbane, has been in charge of the marketing over the last couple of weeks, done a wonderful job of displaying the home via the marketing and also providing the relevant documentation. Your terms and conditions that have been provided, and I'll take you through them briefly. 39 St. Vista Ave is a property that is fee simple estate. It's 921 square metres more or less. It's sitting on lot 3, positive plan 393565, and your record of title being 374480. Your list of channels that are confirmed for you, and they will come with the home as a fixed floor covering, a blinds, light fittings, the dishwasher, drapes, extractor fan, 2 of those included, the household keys, heated towel rail, 2 also, the pool accessories, range hoods, the waste disposal unit, the cooktop and oven, 1 and the 1.5 there for you, the workshop, bench and cupboards, the Kent style fire, and the heat pump ×2. Vacant possession is set down the 20th of April 2020 unless you have agreed otherwise by way of variation here this evening, and the interest rate charged there for late settlement if you were to settle later than the agreed date at 12%. Folks, clauses 21 and 22 are standard additions, just a vendor disclosure there in relation to the fence, and clause 23, nothing you need to be too worried about though. A minor in many respects, a good chance for us to be able to bid the purchase here today. I hope that has been well loved by our owners, and so ready to pass on to you as the lucky buyer today. Folks, we've seen it over the course, as we can see, a home that has been very, very well looked after, super tidy right the way through, beautiful views captured from that living area, and a lovely open plan area filtered property there as well. Outdoor entertaining is at a premium, both on the top level there on the decking and also at the lower quarters if you like covered entertaining. And so your swimming pool, obviously making good use in the upcoming months. This property is very solid in its construction, offers plenty of home to you, and obviously its coastal position is the envy of many out here in Beach Haven. It is an area that is appreciating and profitable in terms of those coastal positions, and an opportunity is not to be missed here this evening. So we get into it, it is your chance to be able to tell us what you would like to pay for this one. Bidding offer to start us away. We leave it in your capable hands. Where do we go?
$1 million.
$1 million, we started in the centre, so $1 million, a chance over and above, and 50, mil 50s with you, sir, right hand side. So mil 50s bid, chance back here, and 1.1, 60, mil 60, and we'll take it, so here we go, 75 the offer, right hand side. Now to mil 75 we are, and 90, so the mil 90s bid now here, 1.1 to go if you like it, and a mil 90 with our lady left hand side, and 1.1. So 1-1 and 1-1-1, sir, it's an emergency, so 1-1 the bid, and a regular 110 just before you sir, the mil 120, so the mil 120 and 30s here right hand side. So the mil 130, now to the right hand side, we call away, and 40 with you, and a mil 140's bid. Now the mil 140, we take 50 to go, we call it with you sir, left hand and 50, and a mil 150's bid now right hand. Good value I'd suggest. So the mil 150 the bid, right hand, and the call back at 60. At 60 we have 70 back in. And a mil 170, the bid back 80 if you'd like it sir. And a mil 70 with you sir now, and 80. And a mil 180 the bid, left hand side, and 190 to go. 190's our bid, and an easy 1.2 if you'd like it. And a mil 190 now right hand side. First call. 1.2, new interest in the centre, so 1.2 on the panel if you will, but it's your bid sir, so 1.2 the bid here centre, and 1.2, maybe a 20 to take it, but a mil 1.2 it is now centre, $1,200,000, 210 to go, with you sir calling now, first chance, 210 or 20 sir? 210, so 1-2-10 the offer, now new interest again right hand side, at $1,100,000. 5 on top, so it takes you 215, at 215's bid, at 220, at 220 the bid, at 1.22, at 2.2 was a racehorse, so 1.22 the bid here, chance here 225 if you'd like it, sir, 2.25 that is, at $1,220,000 with our man in purple. First call, second the chance at $1,220,000, go 5. 5 it is, so 225. 225 makes 230, at 230 the bid, 1.23, at 1.23 to $5,000 on top, high five back if you'd like it, at 1.23 the bid here, right hand, at 1.23 we call, first chance at 1.23, and 235, at 235, 40, at 240, at 1.24, so 1.24 we are, right hand and hunting down, first chance with you sir, second the call at 1.24, let's do it at $1,000, so 1.241, at 241 the bid, the chance at $1,000 sir.
1.245.
245 he says with a 4 on top. On the market we celebrate some 245 at 1.245 and your call sir. At 1.245, 246 to go if you'd like it back. At 1.24 to 246, at 246 the bid now, 7 to go if you'd like it sir, or straight to 50. 48 at 2.48, at 2.48 the bid now, at $1,248,000 right hand, calling out first chance. Second then the call. 4.9 at back in, $1,000 to put yourself back in front. 1.25, 1.25 the bid, at 1.25 and you heard him, so 1.25, never leave it on a round number, 1,000 to go, first time at 1.25. 1 on top at 251, $251,000 sir, what do we do? At 1.251, chance here?
1.54.
Well, that would be quite high, but I'm happy to take it. $1,540,000 is what I hear. 254? Thank you. That's right. And I missed it too. See, that's my job. So 1.254. At 1.254, happy with it. At 1.254 the bid now. At 1.254. 255 sounds like a good ring to me, but at 254 now, right hand side, and we sell away. First chance, 255. Make a stab at it. Second the call at 1.254. 255, so 255. Now 1.255, sir, on the interest rates today, it's not going to be much with another 1,000. 258 it is, then we take it with you at 1.258 right hand. Now 1.258, 259. I can see you sitting on that deck, sir. Looking at the view at 1.258. The chance 1,000 if you'd like. First, then I'm with you, sir. Second, the opportunity at 1.258. I say, sir, if you're not going to buy it, just bid, make them pay more, but it's your call. At 1.258, at 1.258 the bid. With you, sir. First, second, third, final time, $500. We sell away then at 1.258. Going, going, and sold. Well done. Hey, well done to the purchaser, well done to the owners as well. Rochelle, great job. We'll be on to lot number 2 in just a shake chest.
Hey, I'll see you in that picture. You'll be a hang on about this. The twins are
Okay, folks. We'll work towards a lot number 2, a property propositions in Cresta Avenue, Beach Haven, and that is 1/6. Again, up with Rochelle and her team over the last couple of weeks. I'll take you through your terms and conditions first off, and we'll go straight back into your opportunity to bid after we take you through the property. 1/6 Cresta Ave in Beach Haven. It is a cross-lease leaseable estate. It sits on flat 1, the positive plan, 112725, on lot 133, positive plan 2, 0048, having half share there internally in 1,161 square metres. Your record of title being NA63B folio 686. Your list of channels coming with the purchase include the fixed floor coverings, the blinds, the light fittings, dishwasher, the drapes, extractor fan, 2 of those, household keys, range hoods, and a TV aerial. Top and oven and laundry tub, garage cupboards also included. Tenancy set down for you as 12 weeks from the date of agreement, and a couple of variations here today accepted by our owner. The interest rate charge there for Lake Cinema sitting at 12% per annum, simply needing to make sure that you indeed sit on time. Also 21 and 22 added just our standard additions to contract. That means that this contract is squeaky clean and a fantastic one to be purchasing under here tonight. We do wish you all the very best. Those that have intentions to raise your hand and to buy. For those that are waiting on a post-auction basis, those that are waiting conditionally, we will entertain your interest straight after the auction here today as well. As he makes his way back in, we run through the property for the last time. Beautifully set up, a nice beauty this one, and ready for you to bid on and thoroughly enjoy. Obviously strong in its coastal position again, and plenty of extras added throughout the property. Nice and tidy. We've got that lovely floorboard, getting a good sense of character. Good high ceilings there for you as well, and a home that is set up with the modern cons that we need. 2 bathrooms to service, including that lovely ensuite, and just a good solid home with outdoor entertaining available to you as well. Cresta Avenue, folks, one of those streets in Beach Haven that is well sought after. Again, the spot will continue to appreciate as Beach Haven has good attention to buying very well today, and we get into it for you to be able to bid and purchase right away. Where we start at is up to you buyers and your hands. Number to kick this off. On the floor, where do we see it?
600.
6 double rows, 600,000 start, so it's the left hand side. Now we're taking an easy 20 to go from here, 620 on your call. At $600,000 out there, there's left hand and the call back over and above. 620 to go, we call. With you serve first chance. Second out call at $600,000.
620.
20 in our right hand side, you heard him. So 620, a bit back at 40 if you like it. At 620, at 620 and 40 back in. At 640, takes me to 660. Favorite band, 660, but I'll go with 50 if you like. 50 the bid now, right hand. 70 back in, so chuck in the 20.
680.
680 back in, it makes you 700 sir if you like it. 700 and easily done. So it's $700,000. Offer you the 10 if you like it, but it's 700,000. 10's the offer right handed a bit back, maybe 30 to move. 20 we take, so 720,000. 30 10s and 30 here. And back at 40 straight in, so left hand side at 740,000. At 740, 50 to go, with you sir left hand. First call at 740. Second the chance at 740, 50 back, so it's 750 and 60 here. At $760,000, you've had plenty of practice, sir. So 760, at 760, 70 back in, at 770 makes you 80 if you like it. At 770 now, right hand side, what do we do? First chance here. 5 on top at 775, taking the 5, back at high 5 at 780 if you like it, sir. First call. Second the chance, 775 is here. Third, our final at 775,000 with you at 80, so new interest at the rear at 780, easy 5 if you like, at $780,000 here now right hand side. At 780, bidding now, 785 if you like it, with you ma'am, first call. Second the chance, $780,000, one bid at an option, pretty good. Third and final chance at 780,000. One on top at 781, why not? Let's do it. So $781,000, it is now left hand. It makes you 82 or 85. 85 at a good bid, so it's $785,000. 1,000. Good on it. 785, it is now right hand and with you. First chance. Seconds. Our third, final, 785,000. Right hand, what do we do? Okay, well it's 785. I'm going to give you a bit of time to think. Michelle whisper in the ear, she's good at that. So $785,000, that sounded wrong. 785, now right hand side. At $785,000 is with you now. What we do from here is we pause, we do have a chat, we give our buyers a bit of time to have a think. No further bid from here, and I'll be talking exclusively. First chance again, second out call at 785, third, final at $785,000. Okay, folks, while I pause, I have a quick chat. You're in front now, which is a good position to be at an auction. I'll be back to you in just a moment. Thank you. helps. Here at Ray White, we always give a bit of time on both sides. We don't put multiple properties together and be rushed through the process. We allow time on both sides to make sure that we get the right price for our owners and indeed give our purchasers the best opportunity to purchase. We've done that here this evening. We've got to a level of $795,000 with you, ma'am. On the right, just a little raise at number 16 if you can. And we are on the market. We're selling here tonight at $795,000. The home is here and gone in 3. We call away your chance over and above 795 is where we are. 1,000 if it helps you. First time we are with you, ma'am, right hands. Second in the call at 795. Go one if you'd like it. A $500 bid. Your chance back. 796, so it's 796, just a $500 game. It's nice and easy. You'll spend that celebrating anyway. So 86, sorry. At 796 we are. At 796, half if it helps. $500, first call. You sure? Second the offer at $796,000 we are with you, man. Right hands. Third, final call at $796,000 we celebrating. Are we 100%? 200%? Sell it, I've seen you before, you see, so I want you to buy if you want it. 796 it is. Are we in? Okay. First, second, third, and final. Sell it. Sell it. Nothing awesome. Thank you, sir. So, congratulations. Well done.